CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look at our setting tonight. And with pregame.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Howard in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hey, offensive rebounding. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Now here's Curry. And Simmons kicks to Curry. Down low. They kick it out to Green. Back to Howard. Clock at 4. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Green. Three-pointer. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. The kick out to Lopez. Simmons against Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
And then Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
It's Giannis with the drive.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Simmons. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Here's Harris following the basket by Chris Middleton. Now here is Harris.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Harris, guys. I mean, all he needs is a little separation, and he's good to go.
And here's Holiday. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the... And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Milwaukee leading by 7. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Portis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
To the paint, here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
They get the rebound. The kick out to Holiday. Goes back up. Offensive rebound. Here is Forbes, defended by Milton. And it's blocked by Scott. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Milton grabs the board. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
Holiday surveying the floor. Rejected by Harris, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And so it's Milwaukee now. Tucker can't get it to go. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Milton. And that one good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Off target at the rim. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Bucks lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Curry. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Scott, and it's Korkmaz in small forward.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Milwaukee leading by 9, and here they go. And now the 76ers on the break. Green with the ball. Shoots from the baseline, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Shot from free throw range. Kicks it down to Middleton. The pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton looking it over. Passes to Portis. And he lays it straight in. Portis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Harris. Stolen by Middleton. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Hands it from downtown. Middleton's got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Milwaukee.
Portis finds DiVincenzo. Portis with it, defended by Scott. The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to Connaughton. 6 to shoot. Middleton on the wing. He's got 7, but he recovers it. Second chance shot. Basket counts. Middleton's got 9 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Outside Curry. The shot comes out, so Milwaukee will take it the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Here's Connaughton. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Lopez, and it's blocked. There's the pass to Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just have to be more careful with Simmons. I mean, he's absolutely brilliant at keeping the defense off balance.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Outside Holiday. The dish to Forbes. There's the triple. Dwight Howard grabs the board. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. It's a 14-point game.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Giannis passes to Holiday. The kick out to Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 14.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy,
that was terrific.
My goodness. When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Chris Middleton has been on display for Milwaukee. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having...
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And that's...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And stolen by Simmons. 3-on-3. Here's Green, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Lopez finds Giannis, and they double up Giannis. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Offensive rebound. Lopez outside. From past the arc. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Passes it to DiVincenzo. They shoot again. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 12. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. And now he's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Here's Simmons. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Reed, and he converts the layup.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Bucks leading by 12. Now Giannis. 12 points for him. On the wing, Holiday. He kicks to Forbes. 5 on the clock. And Giannis throws it down.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
1:57 left in the third. Maxey passes to Reed, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Antetokounmpo finds Tucker. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo doesn't get it to drop for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Philadelphia also making some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Reed. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Mike Scott.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, he can flat out dominate games at times.
Inside, Howard kicks to Milton. Shoots over Tucker. Pass to Thibault. 76ers moving the ball around. And here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. Holiday with it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And they double up Giannis. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Thibault. Great D that time from Portis.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And again, the turnover by the Bucks.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action after this word. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's Green. Then it's Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
6 on the shot clock. Taken away by Holiday. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Middleton on the wing for the 3. And Simmons with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Thibault. Simmons on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
On the wing, Giannis. For 3, Middleton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Harris passes to Curry. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Simmons against Antetokounmpo. Out to Harris. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Here's Howard. And nothing is falling for him right now. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Giannis outside. Back to DiVincenzo. Harris against Holiday. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. a remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Giannis right side. Pulls up. The kick out to Holiday. Giannis against Simmons. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Simmons. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Bucks leading by 22. Nwora, the pass to Forbes. Outside, Scott. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Forbes. Lets it go with a 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the left wing. Outside, Scott. Unloads from 9. Milton's shot is good.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bucks.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Nwora. He dishes it to Forbes. Over Milton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here is Forbes, defended by Milton. And that's going to be a travel. Here's Simmons.
Get Simmons!
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and that one is good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Giannis up top, guarded by Simmons. Antetokounmpo, another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And now Philadelphia on the break. Harris with the ball. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home. So thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. Coming up next, the 76ers taking on the Hawks. For the 76ers, every game presents. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one, so I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for the 76ers, they've got Seth Curry. Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Simmons in at the 1 spot. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Chalk up 2 there.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
Now Simmons. We're about 1 minute into the first. And that one goes long. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Simmons against Young. Shot's good by Simmons.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Young passes to Capella, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Young, with no one around, drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 5.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And he gets the bucket. He has 7.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Curry on the wing. Pulls it up. They grab their own miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Simmons with it, and guarded by Capella. No good from Simmons.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
The 76ers trail by 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Shake Milton comes in for Curry, and Maxey subbed in for Danny Green. Right side, Williams. He feeds it to Okongwu. Bogdanovich inside, guarded by Simmons. The kick out to Williams. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Simmons. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 8. Bogdanovich wide open. Tries again. The shot by Okongwu, no good. 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Oh, the power on that Pruden!
Real.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Williams looking around. There's a minute left in the first quarter, and it goes down 2 points.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's denied. And he recovers it. Shot clock at 6. Back to Harris. Second shot opportunity. And the 76ers get it back to the inside. Scott, and finished off by Scott.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, when you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
To the middle. Simmons against Bogdanovich. Here's the teardrop. Harris can't hit the putback. Here's Snell. It's deflected, and so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 8-point lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Korkmaz in at the three, the small forward.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Outside Williams. He kicks it to Snell. Fires for three. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
A little combination of size and speed with Tobias Harris. When he gets going, hard to stop.
There's Williams. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Curry. Again, Philadelphia. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Williams kicks to Okongwu. Tipped away. Curry with the steal. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Back to Curry. Scott inside. Gallinari on him. Harris looking it over. Just 4 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Harris has got 9 points in the quarter. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Green comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Curry. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Gallinari. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Nice body control there by Gallo. He gets bodied up a little bit and executes that finish flawlessly.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Hawks making a change here. Collins checked in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Here's Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 9.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Collins.
You gotta admire the hard work by Simmons. A genius at drawing contact.
And Simmons drops them both. Here's Young. He's got 9. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Inside, they get a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. And here is Simmons. He's got 11. And Simmons slams it in.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Pass to Hunter. Here's Huerter. Takes the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Herter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Simmons. And he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Simmons passes to Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Down low, here's Harris. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Harris has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And Young, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 13.
As such a precise player, when Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, and that does it for our half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
They're almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the 5, home in the paint. Young, good.
And Trae Young showing you variety. He can score in a lot of ways.
The 76ers leading. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
On its way from Curry for 2. That shot is off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. It's Collins with the drive. And finished off by Collins.
I just feel like Collins is at his best when he's going at the defense.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And the rejection by Collins. And he's able to get it back. 6 to shoot. Here's Harris. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Young.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
The drive by Simmons, and he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
Young is doubled and stolen by Harris. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. That's good from Howard on the assist by Curry. And now a 5-point 76ers lead. Young against Simmons. And the pass to Herter. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Collins against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Young. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
1:21 left here in the third quarter. And contact on. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the call on, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
For the lead, and Bogdanovich lays it in.
Well, Bogdanovich showing he's got speed out on the wing and running hard to fill the lane.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. And here we go again. Atlanta on the break. Here's Gallinari. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Gallo does an outstanding job there getting into the contact as he was shooting.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, a great player on a great roll at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Maxey passes to Reed. Missed inside.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Gallinari with it. Dishes it to Okongwu. No good on the shot. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Hawks ahead. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Shake Milton. Maxey out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Harris. And it's Howard in at center. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Maxey passes to Howard. Kicks it to Harris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. Atlanta leading by 5. To the paint. Here's Capella. Good D by Howard. The 76ers shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Thybulle. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Thybulle. Back to Harris. From the high post. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. To the middle. Here's Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
He had a nice open look right there. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Here's Milton, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, shot out of a cannon on that possession. Good look up court.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Seth Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And then for Atlanta, John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Simmons dishes to Howard. Simmons inside. He's guarded by Collins. Misses from close range. Up top, Capella. Young outside. Hawks passing it around. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. The 76ers trail by 8. That one goes in.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Young against Simmons. Young drives in. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Simmons looking it over. Right block shot, and Capella sends it back. Pass to Curry. Lock at 6. Feeds to Howard. Good work defensively by Capella.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Young pass to Hunter. Inside. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
Here's Curry, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound on the possession.
Young outside, and the layup is good. Young's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Hawks.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Here's Simmons. Howard trying to free himself up.
And when the game is is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing on his team desperately needs him to.
And stolen by Simmons. Here's Curry. Count it.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
Passes it to Young. There's the three. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 7.
This is Trae Young's game right there. Rise and fire. And these shots are helping out the offense.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Capella against Howard. Now here's Capella. And so it's Atlanta with the W. This was all right, David. Great job.
For the land of the free.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured. One of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point. That one drops for him. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
And here's Atlanta. In the corner, Herter with it. Collins against Giannis. Pass to Capella. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Another shot. Here's Capella. Banked in off the glass.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Young with the steal. And now here comes Collins leading the break. It's thrown bound to Tacumbo. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Middleton. Cranes the jumper to finish the break.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hold on!
You gotta buckle up on that one.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Count that one. Young's got his second bucket.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Holiday goes in. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Here's Young. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And the Bucks with possession here. Knocks it loose. Pass to Lopez. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I know this coaching staff loves seeing Lopez play a physical brand of basketball, even if it means he has to take a few knocks here and there.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in front of Tacumbo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game, taking it up strong inside.
And Forbes kicks to Middleton. Three-pointer. Okongwu grabs the board. Watts have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And Okongwu slams it in.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Middleton outside. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Forbes dishes to Middleton over Williams. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Williams passes to Okongwu. Gallinari with the steal. Now the pass to Okongwu. And there it is for him.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Middleton outside. Pass to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
They get it back. Okongwu, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so he hits both. Here is Forbes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Williams. And it's Snell in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Middleton the pass to Forbes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket for Middleton.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Williams passes to Okongwu. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Bobby Portis.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Bojan Bogdanovich. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. And the Hawks making a change here. Collins is checked in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
And attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
And Holiday, here we go. 2 points. That one goes. Holiday's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
Capella, the pass to Huerter. And he banks in the layup. Huerter's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Hawks.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Giannis against Collins. Now here's DiVincenzo. Not a lot of room.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Here's Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Here's Lopez. Makes it off the glass. Lopez has got 6 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Young against Holiday. Here's Capella. Good D by Lopez.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Capella against Holiday. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. He goes up again. Rebounded by Capella.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Collins finds Young. That one falls. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Young with the steal. Collins against Lopez. Hunter. Shot by Collins, no good. Bucks trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Capella kicks to Collins. Hawks passing it around. The offensive rebound, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lopez passes to Holiday. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And it's an 11-point Hawks lead.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And the rejection by Collins. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Young's running, taken away by Holiday. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there.
Great stop.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points and 4.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Young taking his time here. He kicks to Capella. Over Lopez. The rebound by the Bucks. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Passes to Young. Shoots the 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul for the Hawks. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in for Hunter. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Hawks leading by 7. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Tony Snell comes in for Kevin Huerter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Here is Forbes. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Here's Portis, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Atlanta Hawks. For Milwaukee, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Lob pass to Capella. Unable to get that one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Williams. Capella trying to free himself up. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 6 points.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Middleton finds Portis, and Portis throws it down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Here is Forbes. Middleton outside. A miss that time would have put him up.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Hunter dishes to Capella. Puts the move on. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Middleton with it. Guarded by Hunter. Here's Lopez. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. That one's not going to go. Fast break, here they come. And Lopez throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Williams. It's off. Tie game in Atlanta. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Atlanta shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Gallinari is out there with Hunter, and it's Collins in at the foul. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Now here's Giannis. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. The feed to Lopez. And it's John Collins with the rebound. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Herter, defended by DiVincenzo. Herter passes to Gallinari. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Here we go, one-on-one. Bucks passing it around. To the inside. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Collins, and finish off by Collins.
At Collins' size, it's impressive just how active he is, leading by example.
Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Big hops
from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Holiday against Young. Collins kicks to Hunter. Gallinari wide open from outside off the mark. The Bucks trail. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. The dish now to Antetokounmpo to take the lead. The Bucks getting another chance here. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
And Young, here we go. Lopez with the block. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And with a fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Collins. Okongwu comes in for Gallinari. Tony Snell's checked in for Hutter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Huerter. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. We plead it with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Young outside. Looking to end the run. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Holiday throws it down.
Nice play by Holiday. Terrific speed in the open court. Defending him, you have to change ends quickly.
Young against Holiday. Capella kicks to Young. Out left to the wing. Snell, the pass to Young. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul. .112 left in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Down low. It's stolen by Capella.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. They've scored 10 straight. Giannis passes to Middleton. Misses off the left iron.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
The defense cannot afford to give him an inch that close to the basket because he will burn you every time.
Middleton on the wing. Launches a 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. It's hauled in by Giannis.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Inside. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
A nice shot by Young.
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And a look at the injury situation. 2 players injured. One of their stars is out. Something they're going to have to overcome tonight.
2 players injured. One of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Philadelphia, they've got Simmons. Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the two-guard spot. Offensive rebound. Howard misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Out to the wing. Here's Lopez, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Count it.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now, here's Howard, taken away by Holiday. On up the court. And Giannis throws it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Harris kicks to Green. Here's Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Howard tries in Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Curry is inside, defended by DiVincenzo.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Lopez passes to Holiday. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Dwight Howard. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot. Nice shot by Portis.
What intensity on the glass from Portis, a junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
To the inside, Maxey, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Portis kicks to Forbes. And the basket is good.
Look, he pounces on the chance when the D falls asleep. Easy two.
The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by Tucker. The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harris. Tucker can't get it to go. 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Milton kicks to Harris. Milton's shot is good.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. There's 45 seconds left in the first. Portis against Scott. It's stolen by Milton. And now Philadelphia on the break. And that one's good. Maxey.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Connaughton, defended by Milton.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Harris's shot is off. Here's Connaughton. The shot by Middleton, wide open. That 3 off the mark. Harris drives in. He gets it in there.
Stopping on a dime. Harris knocks it down. The pull-up. Another shot in his arsenal.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Bobby Portis. Holiday out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. The kick out to Holiday. To the paint. Here's Portis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Now, whether Portis can make the leap is still up in the air. He's young and has the potential to be really good in this league.
And the 76ers with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Milwaukee in the lead. Holiday with it. Rebounded by Howard. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Philadelphia. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got the lead up to 1 now for the 76ers. Bucks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo, and that one drops for him.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, one play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Simmons with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And Howard, here we go. Outside, Scott. Howard kicks to Scott. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia.
Tobias Harris.
Here's Giannis. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And it's Simmons penetrating.
Mike, whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster.
Simmons against Holiday. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry leading the charge. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in.
Checking in for the 76ers.
Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Giannis. Bucks leading by 3. And here we go. Middleton looking it over. Holiday dishes to Middleton. The shot from the low post is good. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, what athleticism from the young guard. Simmons is excellent at cutting into the heart of the defense.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Seth Curry. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Reedy's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes it to Korkmaz. On the way, Harris. Guarded by Tucker. Reed. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Connaughton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they've done a better job at the line this quarter. They've got that free throw percentage up to almost 90%.
Both good from the line that time.
And if they stay this hot from the line, there's a good chance they'll hang on to that lead. They're at about 90% for the game.
Here's Harris. And yes, it's good. Harris has got 6.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
Here's Connaughton. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Harris. Then it's Green, and it's Howard in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now here is Holiday. The dish to Lopez. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Howard, the pass to Harris, over Giannis. And it falls over the rim and in. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Aggressive offensive mindset. The defense late to react. Green now going to the line.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The 76ers trail by 5. Harris with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo and stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee. The finish, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Here's Simmons. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. The second chance effort. Back to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to DiVincenzo. Holiday with the 3. The shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Howard drives in. The pass to Harris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Scott in for Harris. Guarded by Simmons. Portis can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 5. The drive by Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Can't connect from short range. Milwaukee leading by 5. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Portis, the pass to Tucker. 1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got 8 points in the quarter.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
It's Portis, high post. Down low, here's Forbes. Scott pulls it in. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Korkmaz.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Forbes dishes to Tucker. Here's Portis. Lays it up off the glass. Portis has got 6 points.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
I like the show of ferocity from Lopez. Whenever he plays down there with fire, it's infectious.
And here's Maxey. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session alone.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Chris Middleton. P.J. Tucker is out there with Brooke Lopez. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray. Middleton's got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Here's Curry. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And some changes here for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. And that one drops. And now a 12-point Milwaukee lead.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
To the inside, DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. The 76ers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Milton the pass to Howard. Milton trying to break free. Howard can't hit. Bucks leading by 14. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Curry with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Milton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Chris Middleton. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Ouch.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Oh, good with the triple.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by DiVincenzo. Lobs it up for Holiday. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
And stolen by Harris. Here we go, one-on-one. Milwaukee with the rebound. In the corner, Middleton with it. Pass to Lopez. Back to Middleton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Middleton. It's stolen by Milton. Curry attacking. Here's Howard, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Howard's got 6 here in this quarter.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
To the paint. Now here's DiVincenzo. Tipped away. 6 to shoot. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Ben Simmons comes in for Maxey. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Inside, he's looking for Lopez and finds him. Outside Holiday, they get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Over to the left wing. To the right side. Here's Nora. Misses the 3. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
You allow Howard to get in close. He's going to punch that ticket.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires the 3. And so the Bucks take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll... The 76ers anxious to get off the bus and get down to business. A look from earlier as they arrived at the arena. A great view of our broadcast location today, downtown Atlanta. We're all set to bring you today's action. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center position. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick and roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
Now, here's Hunter after Clint Capella's miss.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
5 on the clock, and the dunk by Capella. Now Simmons. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Simmons against Collins. No good from Simmons. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Herter passes to Collins. Hunter with it. He's against Green, Capella, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
Capella with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Simmons after Clint Capella's bucket. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
Young against Simmons. Here's Herter. Capella kicks to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. And the shot goes in.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Simmons with it and guarded by Capella. Simmons can't get it to go. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Herter. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's good for 2.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
And the work ethic coming into play there. Yeah, I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Here's Simmons. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Simmons dishes to Howard, and he makes that one.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The Hawks leading. Young taking his time here. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
And here is Simmons with some arc, and good that time. Simmons got 6. Hawks have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Young outside. To the paint. 41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Herter gets it to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the wing, Harris. Beyond the arc. A new 14.
Oh my
great
goodness! That was special. Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Now, here is Young. Passes it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Outside, Simmons. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 8.
Boy, he's a real bully inside. I mean, you forget sometimes that Simmons is 6'9", 6'10", with nice touch. It's a nice combination near the basket.
Clint Capella has been... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers, Scott is out there with Howard. And it's Green, and there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the 1. Williams passes to Okongwu. And it's good, 2 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Simmons with it. He's got 8. And Simmons slams it in.
When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The 76ers making a switch here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Here's Harris. That one good for 2.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
And stolen by Okongwu. Snell kicks to Bogdanovich. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
The 76ers trail. Harris outside. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. To the inside, and Okongwu slams it in.
Don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Down low. Pass to Maxey. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Thibault's checked in. And Gallinari kicks to Young. And there's the pass to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him. Here's Scott. It's good. Scott's got his first bucket in this one.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Collins checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. Young outside. The tray. No good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Milton on top, defended by Young. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
Young with no one around. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Milton the pass to Simmons. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end. Outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And it's sent back by Howard. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Capella, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points, and that should...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Huerter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point guard position. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. And Capella sends it back. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Collins is running, and there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Scotty's checked in for Harris.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Tries again. The kick out to Young. Curry with the steal. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. There's the feed to Scott. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Scott's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Capella dishes to Young. Back to Capella. And there's another turnover by Atlanta. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can You can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Shot clock at 5. Williams attacking. Green with the block.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual, and he's got great court awareness defensively.
Howard kicks to Green. Williams against Simmons. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Outside Williams to the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And Williams, here we go.
Boy, Williams, one of the league's best at drawing fouls off the drive. Boy, he's as crafty and slick as they come.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Tony Snell.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Goes up the baseline. Harris, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And now the 76ers on the break. 1:53 left in the third. And slam dunk by Harris.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important, and right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
Here's Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 6 points.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Bounce pass for Milton. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by Capella.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Molinari passes to Capella. It's stolen by Milton. And now Philadelphia on the break. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Maxey passes to Reed. Gallinari attacking, and Gallinari throws it down.
And how about the ferocious take? Gallinari proving he can drop an absolute hammer when he wants to.
Here's Harris, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Clint Capella. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of this.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Maxey passes to Howard. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. Young, no good. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Korkmaz, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
7 seconds left in the third quarter. And Young, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 6 points.
and having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got Matisse Thybulle. Korkmaz is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Maxey, and it's Howard in at the 5. Harris's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
They get it back. Okongwu's shot is good.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Understands his role, does his job, and he did it right there. The timing couldn't have been better.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Howard kicks to Thybulle. On the wing, Harris. Clock at 6. Goes back up. He lays it in. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Boy, that's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
Williams in the post. The teardrop falls in.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Harris looking it over. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Philadelphia also making some changes. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Curry attacking outside for Simmons. To the inside. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Harris. Young inside. Simmons is there. Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside, Simmons. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Count it.
Cool as they come, Ben Simmons loves taking these big shots.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Poked loose. Up top, Capella. Here's Huerter, guarded by Curry. And the dunk by Capella.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
Simmons with it, and guarded by Capella. No good from Simmons.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And stolen by Simmons. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Good on the shot.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Young outside. Here's Collins. Makes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 2.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
With the teardrop, and Capella sends it back. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the 76ers also making a change. Tobias Harris is checked in for Green. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're leading by 2. 107 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Williams passes to Fernando. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Harris.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Williams passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. That, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony. are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to DA.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And Holiday, here we go.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on. Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Antetokounmpo, nifty move. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here is Young, and he uses the glass on the layup.
The top scorers in this league, like Trae Young could be, they get buckets when it's not easy to get buckets.
Here's Holiday. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Young's shot is good. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. He gets that one.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. So the wing on the left. Herter passes to Capella. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the shot goes down.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
Taken away by Holiday. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Shots good from Young. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Atlanta, Alinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Herter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. And that one is hammered home.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Williams can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Williams passes to Capella. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And they're running. Will it go? And it's Hunter with the jam.
Yeah, Hunter getting enough room to find somebody to be hunted.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Holiday. He has 7. Inside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Capella following the bucket by the Bucks. Gallinari wide open. Offline with his 3. And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Bogdanovich out there with Gallinari. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Williams. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. Portis kicks to Forbes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Okongwu. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Back to Connaughton. Kicks it to Forbes. Pass to Portis. Bucks passing it around. 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And Williams, here we go. Misses the baby hook. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Atlanta also making some changes here. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. Portis kicks it to Tucker. Back to Portis. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Young, and he banks in the layup. Young's got 8.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Middleton. He drains the quick shot.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
Young inside. Defended by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Bucks leading by 13. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Connaughton passes to DiVincenzo. Shots good by Middleton.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Bucks. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Tony Snell. Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 9.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Here's Young. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Portis, and Giannis Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Holiday dishes to Lopez. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young. The Bucks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. Now, here's Hunter. He's covered closely. And that one hits back iron. Bucks leading by 15. DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. And it's good, 2 points. DiVincenzo's got his first 2 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Young. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, the speed that Trae Young has is a problem for a lot of guys who are trying to defend him. They're compromised if he comes at them.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Williams is checked in. Giannis passes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. It's good.
I like to see Lou Williams hustle like this, looking determined to get past everybody and be ahead of the pack.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Williams passes to Gallinari. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Solid shot from Gallo. He knows he has a mismatch down inside, sinks the shot.
Now here is Holiday. 1 second left, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 10 points, 2... Thanks for joining.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Holiday dishes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Young up top. He's got 14. Can't cash in from close range. Milwaukee leading by 15. For three, Middleton. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Hawk shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And they're on the break. There's the lob at the Kumbo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Young passes to Capella. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Okongwu slams it in.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. From about 19 feet, Hunter grabs the miss.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Yeah, easy call.
The Hawks shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Now, what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for DeAndre Hunter.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot by Williams, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Okongwu dishes to Gallinari. Here's Williams. That shot misses. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And stolen by Okongwu. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Bogdanovich. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
There's the lob to Portis. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Snell.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Down low. Back to Portis. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Hawks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Bogdanovich, no luck.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. Here is Forbes. He is covered by Bogdanovich. The shot's good from Forbes. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Shot's good by Williams.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. Here is Forbes. Tries it from 9. That one wide left. Here's Atlanta. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Young. And the lead is down inside single digits. Young's got 16.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center.
And a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. At length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Lopez from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game, and they need to avoid that.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
Here's Young. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 20.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
And Giannis throws it down.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Now Young. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
Young passes to Hunter. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday.
The mentality of Trae Young, shoot first, shoot often, keeps defenders very active, in this case, too active.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Giannis dishes to Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Feeds it to Lopez. Up and in on the layup. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Lopez powering through that time.
Here's Young. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Hawks making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his 1st foul. Antetokounmpo against Gallinari. And the dunk by Giannis.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Young passes to Capella. And he makes that one.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Bucks leading by 11. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Young with the ball. The lead now in single digits. That's now 26 points for Trae Young.
How about Trae Young? Even when he's bodied up there, finds a way to collect more points.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. 1:15 left to play in the final quarter. There's the lob into the Kumbo. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Hawks trail by 9. And Young, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 16 here in the second half.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
Holiday looking for an opening. There's 47 seconds left in the game. Lopez, no luck. Atlanta with the ball. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Giannis with it. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
To the inside. The kick out to Young. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Second team foul. Substitution.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Goodwin. And here is Okongwu. From deep. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
He makes the first of 3, and that brings them within 8. The second one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that trims the lead to 6. And so the Bucks take the win. It was up for grabs. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.